I wanted to talk a little bit more about judgments that are being unleashed, because not only are there natural disasters that can be judgment, those brought on by nature, but I do believe that there can be financial disasters as well. And some of your well-known, big-known companies are seeing tremendous losses in value of their companies. And we have talked about income inequality. We have talked about not getting restitution or reparations. We have talked about how corporations are basically not putting back into their workers. They are taking profits. They are extremely greedy. They have an agenda and they're pushing their agenda. And they feel like because they have this money that they're intelligent, they're the best person to be making certain decisions. And it looks like, a lot of companies are taking a hit. Some of them have had racist and discriminatory language on their platforms. Some of these places are basically slave drivers, and they suck their employees dry. Now, Walmart is one of the big, huge conglomerates that I absolutely despise. And it's because they don't pay their workers anything. And also, what they'll do is say that they will help veterans. So basically, when you go to, quote unquote, serve your country, and you go over there risking life and limb and your mental state, you can come back and have a Walmart job. That is the most insulting thing that you could ever tell someone. And I don't know how people join the army, knowing that when they get back, they'll have a Walmart job waiting for them that pays the minimum wage. In Forbes back in February 20th, 2018, it said that Walmart heirs lose $15 billion as stock rocketed by sputtering online sale growth. And that's music to my ears. Anytime I see a company having a loss, I think it's wonderful, because they get so many kickbacks, they get so many tax breaks, they get so many tax incentives to even build. Like, they are the biggest welfare recipients on the earth. Which takes me to a social media platform, Facebook. I do have a Facebook. I don't use it. I'm never on it. The only reason I'm still on it is because I have family, friends, and coworkers on it. I am not into Facebook like that. And it states that Facebook stock dropped roughly 20% and loses $120 billion in value, after warning that revenue growth will take a hit. I mean, Facebook is going to go the same route as MySpace. It's wonderful. And now you know why Mark Zuckerberg always has that crazy ass look on his face, because he at one point thought, he was solidified and Facebook was just going to grow. But with some of the discriminatory images and language, and also the censoring of certain people and kicking people off because they don't like the message, or pushing political messages, and also selling people's information, also having government contracts. People don't trust Facebook anymore. People don't want to be on there. And basically, it's not exciting at all. I mean, MySpace is more appealing to me now because you had music on there. You can see the sharp decline. Another social media platform, Twitter, which I can deal with Twitter. It's not as annoying as Facebook. but I am not on that as much. Really, I try and stay away from social media because it can be toxic. I only go on there if I have to or if I want to find out some information. But Twitter stock lost more than $8 billion, or 25% of its opening price. Amazon, which I shop on Amazon for certain things that I need that I can't readily get around me, but I do know about the things that go on in Amazon warehouses, how the people there are worked, how some people have had to go to the hospital because they were being monitored, they were being watched. Some of them couldn't take their breaks. And, you know, you can look at the picture of the CEO and you can just tell he's just evil. But I've heard some horrific stories about the things that go on in Amazon warehouses. Jeff Bezos, they was just praising him because he's worth over $100 billion. And it looks like Donald Trump is actually going after Bezos. I don't know if they had a falling out or a disagreement or what it is, but Trump used the excuse that he's worried about family-run retailers being put out of business because of Bezos and Amazon. It looks like with the stock drop with Facebook and the regulatory issues, to hear about Bezos and Amazon, that is putting a damper on the markets as well. Is that Amazon loses $54 billion in market value after Donald Trump threatened to go after it. So this looks like it's the financial end of the judgment. Some of these big, huge, too big to fail conglomerates are going to feel the heat. Like I said, it's not just natural disasters, it's also financial judgments that's going to befall, you know, people not just here in the United States but across the world. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.